What up, y'all? It's Quizzy Glass. If you're wondering why glass is in the name, is because I mess with glass too. Sell high-end glass. I enjoy all types of art forms. So this is my first. To go back a second, this is the box topper, as they call it. At my store, I had to buy 6 pre-release kits to get it, and I know it's not that great, but I like lands and I like pre-release cards. So I didn't even look at the price list of these. I have no idea what's what. I was just hoping for some cool dice. What do we get here? Overcharged amalgam. Flash flying exploit. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice the creature. When an overcharged amalgam exploits the creature, counter target spell. And you're gonna have to have, you could sack a creature if you really need to. That's not terrible. Ooh. Alright, so let's do this. Pull that out because I be storing and putting away stuff. So let's get to this pack number do-si-do. Ever since set boosters came out, I don't even buy draft boosters, but that's not because YouTube hype, but because I checked it out. And Cruel Witness, Unholy Official, put a 1/1 counter. He could counter himself for 2. You could, whenever he does damage, it creates a blood token. Diver Scab, exploit. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. When Diver Scab exploits a creature, target creature's owner puts it on top of owner of their library. That doesn't seem too cool. Geist, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 2 life. I see where this is going. This is some different artwork. Innocent Traveler. At the beginning of your upkeep, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If no one does, transform Innocent Traveler. I'm gonna show what it transforms to first. Flying. Malicious Invader gets +2/+0 as long as an opponent controls a human. So it's a 3/3. Kessig Wolfrider, 1 red. That's cool. I've been looking to build an all-red damage deck. Menace, 2 and a red. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Create a 3/2 red wolf creature token. I like that. Me likey. I won't say it again. Sorry. Me like. Alright. As you can see, I got Japanese Strix boxes. Trying to get that alt art demo, or that alt art demonic tutor non-foil, so I've been told. Edgar's Awakening. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield. I'm sure you guys have read most of these. Sorin! Pulled the Sorin. I know this is a good, I heard some people talking back and forth about some Sorens being better than others. I don't know, whatever. I'm happy to have one. Cool. And I got a foil, whatever. That was sweet. Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it in your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to its mana value. Wow. -2, create a 2/3 black vampire creature token with flying and lifelink. -7, Sorin. The mindless deals 13 damage to any target and you gain 13 life. That's the good one. Alright, let's get down to... I'll get it up to you guys when we got Skull Scab. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. When a creature you control exploits a non-token creature, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. So when he comes in, you could sack a creature and get a 2/2. Instant 1, parasitic grasp deals 3 damage to target human creature, you gain 3 life. Cleave, you may cast this spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets so you can hit anyone with it instead of a human if you pay 1 extra black. Not the end of the world. Some decent removal. Oakshade Stalker. You may cast a spell as though it had flash if you pay 2 more to cast it. 5. Davion, if player casts no spells during their turn, it becomes night next turn. I don't know about that. Lantern Flare. Cleave. X, red, white. You may cast a spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets. Lantern Flare deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. X is the number of creatures you control. Honestly, I don't know if that's any good. Just to be honest. You know? Sometimes you just... I don't think people are honest enough these days. Like everyone... Not everyone, but a lot of people feel they have to put up this kind of... this shield, you know? Lightning Wolf. Just be yourself. Thief for discovery. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land card. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet, actually. That's like I'm thinking about putting it in my main deck. Sigardian Paladin. As long as you've put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature this turn, Sigardian Paladin is trample and lifelink. Target creatures you control with a 1/1 counter on it gain trample and lifelink until end of turn. 4/4 for 6. Into the night. And we have a mythic, Jacob Hawken, Inspector. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand face down. You may look at the card for as long as it remains exiled. You may pay 4 and 2 blue. If you do, transform Jacob Hawken, Inspector. So this turns around, apparently. What is he? Legendary enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a spell from among the cards exiled with this permanent without paying its mana cost. Hold on. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. Once during each of your turns, You may play a land or cast a spell amongst the cards. So I get it. So you can choose to lay a land or cast from that pile. I guess it depends what you see, I guess, what comes up. But I guess that's sometimes kind of how it is. It's a gamble. Nice little forest. Spirit. I know this is like the slowest. Whispering Wizard is our... Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. The ability triggers only once each turn. 3/2 for 4. Wedding Security. Whenever Wedding Security attacks, you may sacrifice a blood token. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on Wedding Security and draw a card. Ooh, a Foreboding Statue. I love artifacts. Add 1 mana of any color. Put an Omen counter on Foreboding Statue. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 3 or more Omen counters on Foreboding Statue, untap it and transform it. Uh-oh. Transform time. Set that down. So it at the beginning of your... becomes a 5/5. At the beginning of your free combat main phase, add 1 mana of any color. That's pretty hardcore for 3. And you get the counter for adding mana. That's like that's another card I would consider putting in my EDH deck like immediately. It's, you know, it's like it's 2 cards in 1 basically. This isn't even... I can't believe this is even an uncommon. Splendid Reclamation. Return all land cards from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. A mountain, and then day. So this day-night thing, I still haven't grasped totally the, you know, stuff going on there. We got stuff all over here. Got a power artifact, full art solitude, you know. Hit me up. I am a store. I'm as big as a store, that's for sure. Last pack. Alright. Circle of Confinement. When Circle of Confinement enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until Circle of Confinement leaves the battlefield. Okay, whenever an opponent casts a vampire spell with the same name as a card exiled with card opponent, you gain life. That seems pretty situational. Brambleworm, 7 reach tramp. I mean, it's nice that it's 6 and then 1 green, not like 4 greens. Reach trample. When Brambleworm enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. 3, exile Brambleworm from your graveyard, you gain 5 life. Unsure. Catapult Fodder. It's a zombie. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures that each have toughness greater than their power, transform Catapult Fodder. What does he transform to? He transforms to a zombie. It's a 2/6. 2 colorless and black. Tap. Sacrifice another creature. Target opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Ouch. Stancia Uprising 2 and 2 red. Enchantment at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 red human creature token. Then if you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice Stancia Uprising. When you do, it deals 7 damage to any target. Wow, that's specific. Ooh, a zombie token. I got a collector's box of this coming in too. Exciting to see what's gonna come from that one. Let's see where we're at here. 15 minutes, okay.